Hi everyone. I just wanted to go ahead and do a little video on my poster here. My group and I did activity or sleep and activity level. So we'll go ahead and start off with the abstract section here. Data for our project was actually collected through a survey that was sent to people's email to a certain amount of BYU Idaho students. So the survey included a series of questions including sleep quality, exercise quality, age, and demographic information. And all of our survey data was collected through Qualtrics and analyzed with SPSS. We ended up collecting a number of 56 survey responses. 70% of those that responded were female, 32.1% were male. 62.5% of students reported 6 to 7 hours of sleep, and 41% rated their sleep quality as good. 52% reported that they participated in a little amount of physical activity, and 54% did not follow any regular exercise routine at all. So the goal and objectives of our research project was to find a correlation between physical activity and sleep quality. Sorry, I just jumped down to the objectives box there. Within college students. And we found that the average participant was physically active and achieved the recommended hours of sleep each night for their age and activity level. But we weren't able to find too many correlations between if exercise really affected their sleep quality. Another goal of ours was to understand if there was truly anything that increased sleep quality, since good sleep quality is healthier for us. And I'll go over that when I go over the background. But we wanted to know if any specific activities were found to correlate with increased sleep quality. We couldn't find any. We also wanted to know if participants' sleep habits were different from a year ago and why. We saw a decrease in response for poor sleep quality and an increased response for excellent, so that was good. But with the data collected, we could not find a correlation between hours of sleep, sleep quality, and level of physical activity. So the reason that we wanted to do this project is because unhealthy sleep, up in the background here, has been linked to many different kinds of health problems, including type 2 diabetes, obesity, and depression. And these can hinder our physical activity, which is essentially good for us and good for our health. So if there's a way to increase our sleep quality and the amount of sleep that we get, then it could essentially boost our overall health, and that's a good thing. Studies have also shown that not getting enough sleep is also linked to additional calorie intake, which can lead to obesity, which is also not healthy for us. So it sounds like overall sleep, the more that you sleep, is better for you. It is important to obtain both the recommended amounts of sleep and physical activity because they can contribute to a better cognitive performance in young adults on a daily basis. Physical activity should include 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity a day or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity a week. And strength training should also be done. Okay, jumping over to the methods here. For our project, we use a simple stratified study, and a link was sent out to BYU Idaho students, and again, data was collected via Qualtrics. We used Excel to analyze a lot of our data, and it was distributed to 300 students at BYU Idaho. The survey that we created had 14 questions. So this right here, this graph, just shows a little bit of our findings. We had gender, age, average sleep, weekly activity, regular physical activity routine. Those were just a few of the findings that we found. Okay, so jumping down to results, it was shown that 68% were participants, 32% were male. Basically, in the results, I just kind of summed up this graph right here and added a little bit more. The quality of sleep that was reported was good at 41%. Fair was next at 28%. All right, and the results over here, we show that our age, average sleep, quality of sleep, change in sleep quality, and weekly physical activity. And finally, the conclusion, the quality of sleep when compared to a year ago follows closer to a normal distribution as we see more responses for fair, good, and great. With the data collected from our survey, we were unable to find a correlation between hours of sleep, sleep quality, and level of physical activity. Further research focused on specific age groups would allow for more detailed data to find a possible correlation. So it's shown, or we saw that we needed to do more research in order to find a greater correlation between sleep quality and regular exercise. Thank you so much for following along.